Oh, Hangout now it's live and it says I have no viewers. So all my viewers went somewhere else. I don't blame them. I do not blame them one little bit for going somewhere else. Because, oh, I got one viewer. I have one viewer. It says on there one view. Oh, no, it says I have 3 viewers. Maybe I got to go get my phone. I got to go get my phone. Whoever's there, tell the rest of them I'll be right back. Oh, no, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay, now I can go like this. Okay, now. Okay, now it says I have 29 viewers. Okay, now, ladies and gents, you have to wait just a second because what time is it? Oh, it's only 8:49, so I still got 11 minutes. Because I'm always like this. I'm always, oh, who is that? I don't want no Ronald Trump on there. Just, oh, I gotta go right here and go right here. Okay, now. See, because I was trying to get and I did for a while have the chat right up there somehow on the screen, but yeah, okay, so now one page. Okay, that's this one right here. Now I have, and then there it says live chat. Okay, now. Oh, wait a minute. It turns sound down. Okay, sound is down. Now I gotta plug in my little thing that keeps my battery charged up. And then I can put this on this little cell phone holder that Lily bought for me. Uh-oh, now what's it doing? What do you mean Motorola.com? Let's go back. That's not where I want to be. Now, why am I getting this here advertisement? I don't want that. No advertisements for the girl. Come on. Okay. No thanks. I don't want that. Okay, live chat. Yeah, I want that. Okay. And it's 8:51. See there how much trouble I have with this? And it's every time. You'd think that if I'd learned thing one time, just a minute. Let me see. Okay. I'm a little early. See, it's not quite, I don't, see, there for a minute, I had my chat right up there. It was on the computer screen. And then, but then I heard myself like 3 times talking, like it was echo, 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 like I was in the mountains, you know. And there ain't no mountains there ain't no mountains here in Florida. I'm telling you that one. There's barely any little hills in Florida. They call this Spring Hill, and then the little place right next to it, they call that Seven Hills. They ain't Hill 1. It is as flat as a pancake. So I put my flare in my hair right there, so I look very beautiful on national Disney Channel or whatever it is. Now, I got to tell you this story. This is kind of a sad story in a way. But while we're waiting, okay, let me see who's out here. Let me see who. Oh, look at all of them already. Care Hart, hi Care, and Kathy is there, and Kellyanne is there, and Elizabeth Gibson is there, and Johanna is there, and Miss Ussie is there. Susan Baker, Joanna Stevens, Kathy. The Faluke feline family. I would say that's a bunch of cats. And then there's Di Di, and she says hi and goodbye, gotta go. Oh, I'm sorry, Di Di. Then there's Trish, and then Kellyanne Ross and Karen. Jamie Parody is there. Cindy Pitt, hello. And Renee Munn, hi, darling. And Joanna, oh, that's she always there. And Katrine, and Amber Moon, and Trish Strigler. Hi there, Trish. How are you? And let's see. Then there's Franna. I like that name, Franna. And My Crafty Journey. No more poofing. Okay. Amber Moon, Joanne. Hi, Vicky. And Susan Hill. You're number one, Susan, in my books. I'm telling you. Kellyanne. And there's Michelle. I seen Michelle today a little bit on her live. Yep. And Johanna, Kellyanne, Carehart, and let's see, Susan Baker, and Georgia. Hi, Georgia. And look at these: Katrine, Johanna, Susan Baker, Trish Millard. I live in the mountains. Yeah, so you probably hear echoes. We don't hear no echoes down here. No. Yeah, it's not a hill. It's just a bump in the road in Spring Hill. That's for sure. Oh, no more tears. Okay, Susan, me, Hill. Susan Hill, me. Don't blink going through Spring Hill. Nope, don't blink. Although it's getting bigger. Oh, and there's Debbie from the UK. Your little red wagon, painted blue. Okay, and Pat. No, I did not pass you by, Susan Hill. I love you very, very muchly. And then Vicky says hello, sweetness. And there's Clara Anderson. And then there's Hissa. Hissa, I think I got mail from you today. Yes, I did. I have Hissa, mail from Hissa. And then there's Millie, Nancy, and how wonderful. Is it 9 o'clock now? It's almost 9 o'clock. Let me tell. Oh, Miss Lizzie, I go by Beth. How is my long lost grandma? Hi, Beth. Elizabeth Gibson goes by Beth. Yeah, most of like during school, everybody called me Liz, and my dad called me Lizzie, and my brothers called me Lizard Breath. I had to call my one brother tonight because tomorrow's his anniversary. I got to remind him so he be sure and get his wife a card if he hasn't got her one. And anyway, yeah, Care, that's me too. I have an echo and I repeat myself. I'm going to tell you this story about my husband. I haven't made a video in a while. So if you hear me talking to myself over here, it's not really, I'm talking to my friends. Now what in the world is, oh, hello. Wait a minute. Now I got something here. Okay. Hang on a minute. Ladies and gentlemen and friends and countrymen. What is that? What's that guy? What's it? Used to watch the Little Rascals, and they. Okay, wait a minute. I think I was having a little. Yes, Papa. Oh, where's Sammy? Okay, is just Sammy in here? Yep. Okay, all right. Okay, I'll see you in a little while, Papa. You got fold clothes? Okay. You're a good man, Gungadin. The hubster's going to fold some clothes and then he's going to go to bed. Okay. Yeah, I was just hearing voices. I heard myself talking. And I wasn't even talking to whatever I was hearing. Good God knows. Okay, I'll tell you the story about my husband's glasses. Now, some of you heard me. I think I said it on a video because nothing is sacred in this house. I say everything. And but yesterday my husband's glasses broke. Well, we had just got new glasses a week and a half ago, and his glasses broke. And so the glasses that he got new are just like his old glasses. But my husband's 73 years old, and I'm 68 years old. We tend to be losing our memories, but both of us together, we come pretty close, but we're still kind of at a loss when it comes to the memory department. But what happened was he had went out to mow the lawn, but he wore his old glasses to go out and mow the lawn. And then when he come in the house, well, then he needed to go take a run through the rain room. And so then he was done showering and he was wiping off his glasses and stuff, and the stem just broke right off. Well, he did not remember that they was his old glasses that broke. And so he thought it was the new ones that broke. So this morning he took a drive to the eye doctor place and showed him his glasses and said, look, I've had these a week and a half, and look at the stem just broke slam off of it. And so they looked at them glasses, and the woman, she went to the display and she went and got a pair of glasses just like the ones that he ordered. And she goes, look, these are not the same glasses. These glasses that are broken are old glasses. Well, then my husband, who is 73 years old, remembered that he had put on his old glasses, and it was the old ones that broke. So he made his apologies and realized that the glasses he had on his face, which he thought were the old ones, were actually the new ones. And so he made his apologies to the people, and the lady told him that he had quite the nerve coming in there trying to scam them for a new pair of glasses. She told him, I can't remember exactly the words he told me, but she gave him down the road because he come in there trying to scam him to get a new pair of glasses, which in all the story, the way it goes was he made a mistake. He thought he was wearing the new glasses that broke, but he wasn't. He was wearing the old glasses. Well, then, he realized it. Do you know they sent him, told him to get out of their store and never come back, and that if he come back, they was going to call the sheriff because he was trying to scam them out of getting a new pair of glasses. I was so angry when he got home and told me that story, because my husband would not hurt a fly. He would not cheat anybody. And doggone it, them people at the eyeglasses store, they just think that he come in there to scam them and get a new pair of glasses for nothing. I wanted to go toilet paper that whole store. I told him, I said, I want to call them up. I'm going to call them up and I'm going to talk to them sternly. He said, no, just let them go. Let them go. He says, next time I need a pair of glasses, I'll just go somewhere else. I won't go back over there because they'll call sheriff on me. And can you believe that? Because he made a mistake. Because he's 73 years old. And we who have been living that many decades plus, our memories and our thoughts aren't as clear as they were when we were 22. That's my gripe of the day. I don't usually have a gripe of the day, but that's my gripe. When it comes to my family and somebody tries to treat one of them unkindly, I want to go toilet paper their house. That's what I'm going to do. But anyhow, yeah, so it was the old ones that broke. It wasn't the new ones. And so, but he made it was a mistake. And he fessed up that it was a mistake and told them, but I thought that was very rude. I thought it was very rude that they were rude to my husband like that. And they threatened to call the sheriff because he was trying to scam them. But anyway, oh, now it's 9:03, so it's time I get down to business. Hi, Deborah, how are you? And Suzanne, Katrine, Susan. Yes, anyone could make the same mistake, Susan. And so because the glasses were alike, they are the same, and he's always wore the same frames, just a gold frame, gold stems, you know, the gold tone, not solid gold, of course, but the same ones. He's always used the same frames. He's, as long as I have known him, he's used the same type of frame. So it was simple that he made that, forgot that he had put on his old glasses to mow the grass. Oh, but anyhow, I'll quit complaining about that now, although, yeah, it was unkind, I'm telling you. So, and because, you know, if he was younger, maybe, but he's 73 years old, and yes, our memories is going to pot. But anyhow, so he's happy now. He's got his new glasses on. He says, it's okay. The next time I go to get new glasses, we'll just go to a different place because I'm banned out of that one. But anyhow, now I want to show you today. I'm going to make a mini journal. Now, some of you may have seen these mini journals before. This one here is made with one 12 by 12 sheet of paper. This one here is made with one 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And I'm going to show you how I make these. Now, I got my inspiration. I've got this book by Carol Duvall. And I used to watch her on the television a lot when we had cable, but we don't have cable no more because we don't even watch television anymore. But I used to watch her show. I really liked it. And in this book is these little journals here. Now, my book's falling apart. Now, I changed mine up just a little bit, not a lot, but that's where I got my basic. She's got some neat ideas in here, but that's where I got my basic idea from, my inspirations from Miss Carol Duvall in that book. But so I want to show you, I'm going to show you how. Thank you for loving my flower. Is that a pretty flower? That was sent to me. Wait a minute. This flower, I believe, was gifted to me by Lorraine. I think so. I like it. I think it's very beautiful. New York Freestyle Nails and Glitz. Thank you for coming by. And yeah, no, Sammy doesn't want out, Susan. She's in her little bed. Yep, the other big doggies went to sleep already. And there's Ray. Okay, now let's see. Yes, I know, and you know, it bothers me. I love the elderly, and I love my husband, you know, and so but I have got a real problem with people who treat the elderly with disrespect. I just have a real problem with that because I love the elderly. I love, especially and to be honest, my husband is getting his memory is getting really, really bad. I really am a little bit concerned because I feel like it's getting really bad. But we're going to just hope for the best. He's fine now. He's fine. So we're going to let that be it. And there's Vanessa and there's Jen. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera down here to the ironing. Well, it's not the ironing board. It was early. Now it's the showroom floor again. Earlier, I made a video where I was ironing paper. You see, still, I gotta move just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, now, first of all, I want to thank my, let's see, I got a card from Stacy, and I seen her making these cards, and now I have one, and look how beautiful that is. It says up at the top, it says, no beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart. And she sent me this card. And I think it's just beautiful. And she says, Mom, I hope you had a great Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Your internet daughter, Stacy, and look how pretty with all the white stamping and all that. Looks so pretty in there. And I do love this right here. That I think she said she cut those out on her Cricut. I'm not sure. I think she said she did, and it's a dream catcher. And I thank you for that. But what is so awesome, she sent me this. She sent me this list. She may have read this too. She may have read this to you all in the past, but I want to read it again because I love it. They're just a whole bunch of phrases. It says, I sit in my messy craft room to get away from my messy kitchen. Creating art keeps the voices in my head quiet. I go to church on Sundays. It's called the Church of St. Michael's Craft Store. Come into my craft room, and I can't promise you you will leave unpainted. When the YouTube is rocking, stay the hell away from my craft room. No, YouTube is the reason I need more craft supplies. I'll quit crafting when you quit breathing. That's a good one. Leave me alone. It's mixed media mashup time. Crafting is better than sex. I'm not a craft hoarder. I'm storing things for Hobby Lobby. Depression, nothing a trip to Joanne's won't cure. I don't need a man. I have Tim Holtz. I am part of the Pink Poodle Pack. Back off or I'll stencil your mouth shut. Washi tape? I don't use it, but I want it all. I'll always make room for more craft supplies. 20% off my entire order? Let's get a U-Haul and go shopping. I have enough paper to collage my way to the moon. My craft room isn't cluttered. I still have room to sit. I like that one. Husband is asleep. Coast is clear. Let's get the craft bags out of the trunk. Poodles are more than curly dogs. They're sisters. And that is right. Okay. I'm not unorganized. I know where all my crap is. I'll do my chores right after I watch this one live stream. And if you know Stacy like I know Stacy, we could be watching a live stream for 11 hours. Okay. Happy meal makes the world go round. And then it says, create like nobody's watching. And so, Stacy, you must have wrote these all yourself because this just sounds so much like you. And so thank you for these. I love these. And now, if any of you that are watching do not know Stacy Evans and have not watched the Pink Poodle Craft, if you have not went to her watched her videos or her live streams, you're really missing out because she is fun. I mean, to tell you, there'll never be a boring moment watching. Okay. Oh, look at all these. Now I'm looking up at my oh, Gail has her grandson tonight, so she cannot be chatting. I know they are so funny, Kara. They're so funny. I love them. Yep. Oh, Stephanie, colorful girl, and Shannon. Okay. I'll look at all of these here, people. Oh, yes, she did do them on her Cricut. I thought she did, Vanessa. Yes, I remember her doing them, but I wasn't really. Yes, elder abuse and age discrimination, Little Red Wagon. Yes. But I couldn't quite remember. And hi, Sue. And okay, now, so that was from, yeah, whoever I just said, Stacy. And then from Frances McKinney, she sent me postcards. Maryland. I did not have Maryland, and I do now. Look at, I've got 3 of them. Love from Maryland. And this one here. And it's got the Maryland flag. And then it's got, like, I think these are called Black-Eyed Susans, the flowers, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it says, yes, the Black-Eyed Susans are the state flower, and the Maryland flag has been recognized as the most beautiful flag of all 50 states. And it is a beautiful flag. It is just beautiful. You can see it right there. So now I have 3 from Maryland. I'm going to put those back in this envelope because I got to write Frances's name on the back of them before I actually. Now this comes from Hissa. Hissa, I saw Hissa in here. She's in here. So she sent me here a postcard. It just says the Bronze Horse Man. It's the Bronze Horse Man. And I'm assuming it might be from her state, which is in Virginia. And then look at this. This is my postcard for my crafts. The bear in it is something I used to love to make them. So look at that. She used to make these. And look at it. It's like an oriental bear with its okay, now I'm trying to call this a sari, but it's not a sari, is it? What is that little outfit called to help me out with that one? Oh, Arlene is there. Tracy. Hi, Tracy. Yes. Oh, and I'm getting an Illinois postcard too from my little red wagon lady. But I love this image. And what in the world do we call this outfit? Okay, and in this envelope as well is 2 pieces of beautiful fabric. And the thing is, it's plum. And that's plum pretty. And look at this, it's plum as well. And so I'm thinking I may use a piece of this on as an embellishment, a little part of it on her guest book, because I'm just getting her guest book planned out, my granddaughter, because she's going to be getting married, and her colors are plum and gray for her. Those are her wedding colors. So thank you so much, Hissa, for those. Very, very much. I love teddy bears. I used to collect teddy bears, but I quit collecting them because I have hundreds. Okay, and then from Glenda Moore. Glenda Moore sent me, okay, let's see. I didn't open this part of the envelope. Okay, Glenda Moore and Louisiana, and that's another state that I did not have. I don't know why I don't know why my thing isn't swirling, or my chat isn't doing what it's supposed to do. Okay. Oh, greetings from Toledo Bend Dam in Louisiana from Glenda Moore. So there I've got Louisiana postcard. Louisiana proud. Greetings from Toledo Bend. And so there's Louisiana. Thank you for putting your name on the back. Greetings from Glenda in Louisiana. Oh, that is, the blue dot is where I live. Oh, how neat. That's neat. There's a blue dot right here in Louisiana. And it's tailor-made for Glenda. Look at that. That's amazing. That is amazing. She lives near the Sabine National Forest. That's perfect. Isn't that nice? Thank you so much. And then she also wrote me a note. Good morning, Miss Elizabeth. I am Glenda Moore from Louisiana, and I watch you all the time, sometimes over and over. I enjoy you so much. I am sending you postcards from Louisiana and from around where I live. I am 77 years old. So you are still young. Enjoy life and take care. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Glenda. All you ladies that sent me these cards, and I'm just getting so many postcards for my around the world postcard journal, and I am happy, happy, happy about that. I was just sitting here. I was, okay, let's see. I'm trying to look. Okay, Katrina's in Denmark. Jane said hello. Hello, Jane. And Georgia and Deborah and Debbie and Little Red and a kimono. Yes, Mandy, a kimono. Thank you. See, sometimes I just need y'all's help. It helps my mind and my memory. It is yes, Jane. Hello, Jane. I love you, dear darling. Okay. Yes, okay, kimono. That is what it is. Have you heard of post crossing? You send and get postcards from all over the world. No, Debbie, I have not heard of that. That's interesting. I would like to get into a group like that. I think that would be just awesome. I guess maybe I can just look up post crossing on the I could just Google that. Yes. Hi Jane, I see you now, really. I can see Jane. I see you, Janie. Janie. Janie and Sue. But you see, my thing isn't scrolling like it's supposed to do that. Okay, now. Yeah, don't get scared, Janie. Please don't get scared. I don't want you to be a scared little girl. Now, look at this little album. This little journal is I was just gonna measure that thing because my ruler was sitting right here in front of God and everybody, and doggone it, where'd it go? Oh, I can just go right here. Okay, it is 2.5 inches by three, 2.5 by 3 inches, this little journal. And it's got, here's a page and 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 a page. Now, this is all one sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper here. Then the two covers are just slightly larger. Okay, now this one is, I decorated this one up a little bit. I give it a unicorn. I just love unicorns right there. I do. These unicorn stickers was sent to me by my friend. My friend is Susan Hill. She's in there. Susan, where are you? Sometimes she just runs off to the dumpster. But now this one was made with one sheet of 12 by 12 scrapbooking paper. So it gives you a little bit larger of a page. And all these pages, 12 by 12. You just got to get the cuts right. Now, that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to make a couple of these because these are fun. And the thing about these is you can, if you wanted to make one of these to send off in Happy Mail to somebody and you just really can't send big Happy Mails, you can make a small little journal like this, decorate it up a little bit, and be able to send inexpensively a Happy Mail along. And that's the kind of thing I like because, postage, what do they think? Do they think we're rich or something that we can afford all that postage? Well, we ain't rich. We can't afford all that postage. So first I'm going to show you, I'm going to show that. I know, Tracy, it is cute as ever, but you wait till you see the simplicity to make it. Now I'm going to find a piece of 8.5 by 11 I want to try and get a lighter. A lot of these are dark. I just grabbed this one pad because it was 8.5 by 11. Back. I'll use this. I'm going to use this one. This is the one I'm going to use. Now, just a plain 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper is right there before your eyes. Okay. Okay, Susan, get your piece of paper. Oh, and Tammy. Hi, Tammy. Yes. Now, what we're going to do is fold it first. So the first thing you want to do is fold it in half. And be careful when you're folding it that you get them corners lined up and then fold it. Get the corners nice and lined up and then fold it in half. If you don't get the corners lined up, then your cuts won't line up and then the pages don't line up. So you want to get them, you want to, well, see, I still don't have that real perfectly beautiful, but do the best you can. Actually, sometimes sometimes you get paper and it's not cut exactly how it should be. Sometimes it's cut a little goofy. Okay, then we want to fold each of those halves in half. Now, if you take both of them and go like this, don't do that because then one fold is not going to be just right. It's going to make your folds a little off kilter. We don't want nothing to be off kilter. Now, so now I'm folding this one in half. See there? So that's in half. Now I want to fold this half in half. Okay, and get that folded right there in half. Half in two. But what we have now is that 8.5 by 11 has got 3 folds down the middle. Maybe see better on the back. Okay, and then you want to fold it in half the opposite way. Okay, so now fold it in half lengthwise this way and get them folded just nice. Get them folded nicely. And, you know, as nicely as you can, because the better you fold is, the better the pages are going to line up and look good. Okay. Yes, do that, Debbie. Something little like this, and it goes together so quickly. Okay, now you folded that lengthwise in half. Now you want to fold each of those halves in half. So again, just fold it and line it up just as close as you can to that middle fold mark. Okay. There we go. So we got that fold here. And now the other half to fold it. Just like that. We're going to fold it just half in two again. Get that lined up right to that center fold. And then you got that folded again. Okay. Some of you might already know how to make these because apparently this has been around for a long time. But it is something new for me. Okay, so now when you look at it, you have got 4, 8, 16 rectangles that are 2.5 by 3. No, they're 2.5. They're something else. Yeah, they're 1.5. They're 2 inches by 2 3/4 inches, each one of these. Okay, so now you go by these lines now, and you will cut it. Now, I tried using a straight edge and my craft knife, but I couldn't do it very good. I like these big, long, honking scissors like this, and these cut real straight, and so I can stay straight on my line. Now, the way I'm going to cut this, let me go ahead and draw a line so you can see what I'm going to cut. I want you to see what I'm going to cut, and that ruler that I had that just grew legs and walked away. Geez, everything grows legs around here. But I'm going to show you where I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut along. Wait, here, let's see if I can just go right here and show you. I'm going to draw the line so you can see where I'm actually cutting. I'm going to cut here. And I'm going to cut here. Okay, see them fold lines, and now I'm having trouble seeing them. I got my brand new glasses on. I should be able to see them just fine. But so you can see here, and then this one, I'm going to cut here. Now this is the way they're going to be cut. You're going to cut along these fold lines. You're going to have it laying in front of you, landscape way, not portrait, landscape. That's the way you're going to have it laying in front of you. And you're going to cut up this line, this fold up to this corner. In the middle one, you're going to cut down to this corner. And this end one, you'll cut up to this crossroads, you know, that crossroad, and not any further than that. So, and I like to use my scissors, and I don't got my line right on there on the fold. Okay, so that one's going to go up here, and then I'm going to fold that one up to there, up to that crossroads, and then turn it around, and then I'm going to cut this one. And I want to stay on that line, on that fold, as close as I can. And so then it looks like this once you have it cut. Okay, now now you can use just solid white paper if you want to, a solid color paper. You don't want to use double-sided paper because the one side you're not going to see. So when I put this together, you won't see the white at all. You're only going to see this. So now, to get this going right, you're going to first start. This is my bottom left right here. I don't know how it looks on the screen, but this is my bottom left. And I'm going to fold that up. Okay? And then I'm going to take it, and then on the next fold it under. So it's going to zigzag. Here we're going to fold up. Now we're going to fold onto this side. So we're going to go under. Then we fold up. And then under. And then up. We're going to the next row. Under, up, under, up. And then this piece, under, up, under, and up. So now you have all your pages. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lay this out one more time. I'm going to lay this out one more time and see like this. I got it laid out so the two matching cuts are here, aiming at me, and the one single cut is aiming up there. So now I'm going to fold this first up like this along that fold, and then under, and then up, and flip it to the next row of 4, and you go under, and then up. So you're alternating each fold. See there? And then again, under and up, under and up, under, up, under, and up. And there you go. We've got the pages. So see, now I can sit here and I can turn these pages like this. And see, I'm returning. There's page, another 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 page, and another page. That's a lot of pages out of one piece of paper. Now what I do is I use my glue stick. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue. Now as you start flipping open the pages, the way the book is going to be, you're going to see where you need to glue. Like here, this is just a one page by itself. This is going to actually glue to the cover. But now this is going to be a page. So I need to glue those two pieces together, because none of this white is going to show in the book. Now there is another one you may find that it's glued differently than this, but this is the way I do mine. So now that I glued that together, that's one page. Now when I turn here, I see where it has to be glued right there. So I'm going to just open that and I'm going to glue. And I find that the glue stick is what works best for this. Okay, there you go. Now I've got that front flap, then I got that page, and then this page, and then I go to the next one and I see where that's going to need to be glued. So I can see, oh, okay, it needs to be glued right there. So then I know I'll go there and I'll glue that. And just fold that there. There we go. Now that first flap, then that page, and that page is glued. Now here I go to a, okay, that page is glued and this page is glued. Now this one here I see, I've got to turn it this way to make them stick together. So I'll put glue on that one side. Flip it back up. But see, as you're gluing, make sure you just kind of turn it a page at a time. And then you know, then the next page you'll notice that needs to be glued. And you'll say, where does the glue need to be? It needs to be here to glue those two together. So then don't use that single side here. Turn that other one up there. There's this single sheet here. That one's going to always stay loose because that's going to glue to your cover. Okay, so now there's that single sheet, and these two are glued together. These two are glued together, See, so all you're seeing is that print part. That one's glued. That one's glued. I go here. Oh, that one's not glued. You see, that one needs to be glued. You can tell it's a page because it's attached up here, but it's not glued. So I'm going to open that direction, and then I'm going to glue here. I'm not looking at the chat right now because I'm trying to keep this from looking too confusing. Okay, so now get that right again. That was my flap. And there's my page. It's glued. That page is glued. That page is glued. That page is glued. This one is glued. This one is glued. And I got one more that needs gluing. And that's this one. See? That one needs gluing. So I'm going to go in here. And okay, I'm going to make a 3x3. I'm going to make another one too. So maybe the next one, because it does kind of seem a little confusing even to me right now when I okay, yeah, got a little bit too much glue on there. Let me get a little bit of my glue kind of. Look at these. Okay. Looks just like a Rubik's Cube for me. Oh, it's really not hard, sweetie. It's really not hard. I'm going to do another one. So just, oh, look at all of these. Don't be waking that baby up. That's right. Okay, and Laurel is there. Okay, I'm getting me a little baby wipe here so I can. Oh, I wonder where I went. I look at the computer screen and I'm not there. Oh, here I are. I was missing an action for a minute off my computer screen. I must have touched my mouse. I'll put the mouse up here near the mouse rack. Okay, now let me just wipe that a little because I got a little bit of glue. Okay, now. So now I have the pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the back flap. Can you believe all of them pages out of one sheet of paper? Okay, now to make the cover, I just kind of eyeball. Okay, let me see this. Well, if I didn't lose my ruler, it's probably with my mind. What's that thing? Where'd I put that darn thing? Shouldn't have said darn. That's almost like a cuss. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that darn ruler. I'm going to, let me see, what size is this piece of chipboard? Oh, this is good size. This is good size right here. Now, because I'm going to take now this piece of chipboard and I'm going to cut it to be just a bit larger than the pages. I'm not worried too much about even measuring it. I'm just going to eyeball this because see, you can do something like this without having a whole lot of tools. So now I'm going to just cut this piece. Now this is going to be cover number 1. And then that looks about straight. Yeah, sure it does. Now cut this one sort of straighter, a little bit sort of straighter. I'll try and get it a little bit sort of straighter. There we go. Now, and so then I'll get that second one cut a little bit sort of straighter. And it's not exactly straight, but you know what? I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Not lose any sleep over it. Grin and Ferret is there. Hi. And Ray, Vanessa. Look at all these awesome people. Ann Hamill. Hi. Oh my goodness. Yes. Laura Vasquez. My daughter had her 2nd grade teacher was Mrs. Vasquez. Get the jar out. Okay. Yeah, right. Sort of straight. Yeah, it is sort of straight. That's all you have to get is it sort of straight. Okay, so then I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to take another piece of paper out of this. Let's see. Maybe this, maybe this one. Will this be enough for both of these pages? Oh, heck yeah, buddy. Oh, heck yeah, buddy. Now what I'll do is I'll just, yeah, I don't get too particular here. I'm tearing this. So it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to just cut this just to where, you know what, I bet if I just fold that in half, will that be big enough? Oh, yes, it is. It is big enough. That makes things really, really. 84 viewers. Holy smoke. I'm as famous can be. Okay, so now, famous. Like the Statue of Liberty. Like the Statue of Liberty. Now, I'm going to put this, I'm going to glue. That's going to be my cover. Okay, so I'm going to glue this here piece of chipboard that I'm making for my cover. And I'm just going to glue that in the middle of that there piece. We don't need to measure. You just kind of do it kind of sort of. I do a lot of things kind of sort of. Just the folding, I just try to get that a little bit straight, you know. But mostly just kind of sort of is kind of how I do things. Kind of sort of. And Grin and Ferret. I like that name there too. I wonder if you have ferrets, Grin and Ferret. Hi, Crafty Kitty. And Nana's Place is there. I'm telling you, I have Help, Lizzie. Does that mean that you need help, Jane, or that Lizzie needs help? I always need help. Psychiatric help. Holy smokes. 85. Yeah. Jiminy Christmas. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thumbs up. I love them. Thumbs up. I don't know what the heck they're for, but thumbs up are going. You're going to make, Crafty Kitty is going to make caramel apple cheesecake bars for tomorrow using Granny Smith apples. Oh, I'll be there to get me some of those. Okay, so what I'll do here is I'm going to go snip, 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 snip the corners. Okay, get them corners snipped just so there isn't a lot of bulk when I okay, now I'm going to use this other glue here. I won't use my glue stick. I'm going to use my squish glue, squish out glue. This kind of glue. It's almost empty. Need to order me some more. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably order me some more because although I don't use it a lot, I do use it. So I'll probably order some more. But so then I'll just fold that over. And then I'll fold this opposite side over. I just kind of go like this and fold it that way. And then it gets pretty smooth like that. And then I push those little corners in with my thumbnail. I'd use a bone folder if I knew where it was. But I think it's in the other room. Actually, I have about 6. Oh, you know what? I just thought of something. I bet it's in my score thing. That's where, well, one of them is in my score thing. But now that I look underneath my desk over there, it's too much work to get to it. So, and I do just a little bit of work. Okay, see there? I got that cover covered. The cover is covered. I don't have to worry about putting anything on the inside because the pages, those extra flat pages will cover it. And then I'll cut those little 4 corners off of there. And then I am going to squish some glue on this side here. Squish it. Just squish it. That's all you need to do. If you want to, you can squash it. Squish it or squash it. And then we'll put some more right here on this side. And then we go over. So there I got the 2 short sides glued right over. And then I'll use my bone folder thumbnails again to kind of just squish that little cut part in. Squish it like this. And then I will put some more glue. I put it like right on the edge, where right there where the rubber meets the road, right there where the chipboard edge is. And then when you flip it over to fold, it kind of folds a little bit smoother because you got that glue in there that puts a little bit of moisture. There we go. And then we have this one. And then, okay, now what I want to do is I need to get this little piece. I need to have, now along this binding here now, see here, it folds on this side. And so then there's this spine here. I'm going to take just a small piece of paper as wide as that is. As wide as that is. And see, I'm just not hardly measuring nothing. I'm just kind of eyeball it and then I just cut it. Now, if you want to get all fancy, you know, and measure stuff, you just go have right at it. And if that's what you feel as if you want to do. And so what I do then is I get this little piece. It's as long as the spine and about 1.5 inches wide. But see, that's going to go just right there. I'm going to just so it kind of covers, and I just kind of round it a little bit by just kind of, You could fold it, or you could even put it on your score pad and put about 1/8 of an inch. But I just kind of fold it like that, see? And kind of squeeze it back and forth a little like this, and it kind of rounds it. That makes sense? No, of course not. Then I'm going to just glue, put me some glue on that piece, and then I'm going to put that on the spine. Make sure you put it on the spine so you don't glue your whole book together. Now, so that's just on the spine. And I cut that a little bit long, so I'll give it a little haircut there. Now, see, so now it's just like on the spine. Okay, so now then, my love, we're going to put the spine end here that you put, the spine edge where you put that piece of paper. You want that to be right on the edge of your book. You want that to line up with the cover. Then you'll have a little extra on the top and the bottom, a little extra over here on the opening side. But this spine, make sure, don't center it, because then these spines won't let you, I mean the edges won't let you open it. So make sure that spine is right along that edge, along that way. So you're going to then just glue your book. Glue that first page, that first flap, and you're going to just go put that on your book cover like that. See there? Yeah, no one likes that. I've got a lot of extra bulk if anybody needs any, but nobody like purple. Yes. Purple Ever Creations, to Forever Purple Creations. I think I was watching you a little bit this morning. I think there was somebody that was very purple. Yeah. I like purple. I'll tell you what. Oh, and there's Bootsy. Hi, Bootsy. How are you? Oh, I need to watch that. I want to watch your garden. I want to check that out. Tomorrow I don't have anything to do. I think all I have to do is Gerhard, I am not organized. I'm glad you think I'm organized, but I do pretty much know where everything is. I do. So I guess maybe that's a little bit, but I still can't find half of my stuff. Yep, squish squash. Okay. Yes, I want to watch Bootsy's garden video. I want to see that. Yes. I don't know why my chat just wants to just sit still. It doesn't want to like scroll like it's supposed to. Probably this dumb phone. Well, it's not a dumb phone, it's a smartphone, but okay, and so then now I'm going to glue this other side. There we go. Now I'm putting the second cover on, and I want to make sure it's lined up on that edge, on that spine edge, so that then here, if you can see on the spine, it'll actually look like 3 pieces. You'll see the 3 pieces because you'll see the cover, you see the center that you just covered up, the spine of the pages, and then you see the other cover. So there it is. That is the little book. And then you open. Now, if you are using paper that might have an up and a down, you're going to have ups and downs. So, but I did make one. Let's see. This one. Oh no, this one was this here was a piece of, when I made this one, it was a piece of stationery paper that you can buy, you know, that you can print on. So that had a print all the way around the paper. That made a nice one too. But now some of them, one of them I made, oh, that's the one that all goofed up and I threw it in the garbage. But some of them do have an up and down print, and you got to kind of, yeah, don't do any with the up and down. That'll just give you some stress. We don't want stress. But on this one, I did put on the cover, it was, you know, that cover had to be that way. So I had to make sure. But on this one, I forgot to put the piece in the middle. And so see what happened? You can see them pages. Here you see them turn, but here you see the. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to fix that with glue later on sometime, maybe when I get around to it or when I feel like it. But now if, like on this one here, I put a piece of ribbon. This one here, and all I did for the ribbon now for a closure is I took a piece of double-sided tape and I put that across the back of the book. I just put that across the back of the book like this. All of us are jealous of Care. We want to come see you and have a crafty party. Well, I think you should just come on. Yes. Oh, Little Red Dragon's going to go sit by Bootsy. Okay, that's a good idea. Okay, so I want to go sit by Bootsy. He's so much fun. Yeah, I have a round to it. I don't know where it is. I have to find it one day and show you my round to it. But I do have one because the husband built me one. When he was working at the sign shop, he used to work with this engraving machine. And so he made a round. It was a round piece of like something. And then he wrote to it on it, T-U-I-T. He engraved it on there. So it was a round to it. I got a sign on my door he made me there too. It says Elizabeth Brewer, crafty lady. And he made that when we were still courting at the time. Yeah, we were courting for a while. He made that for me when he was hitting on me. And so here, see, I can then take just a piece of ribbon and then I would have that double-sided tape on there and then rip that top part off of it. And then just put the double-sided tape. Put the ribbon over the double-sided tape, and the ribbon is on. And so then you can just take and tie the ribbon onto. This would have been cute with a black ribbon, but I just have that one right there. Just tie that ribbon on there and tie it in a little bow. And, well, put that piece of ribbon on there and tie it into a little bow. And it's always best to make your ribbon longer than you need it and then cut the extra off. Come on, Elizabeth. You can do this. You can do this. Come on. You're not that old. There you go. And then tie it in a little bow. And your journal is all tied up. Now I'm going to make one. I'm going to make one again so you can watch this magic. Oh, there's my ruler right there on my computer. Boy, am I a dork. I'm a dork. Not really. I'm not a dork. I just told my husband I would quit calling me a dork. Although yesterday, was it Easter? Yeah, yesterday, me and Kara, we were the dork sisters. Okay, so now I'm going to make a little bigger one. Now I'm going to take that. I threw this for $3 somewhere. I'm going to take a piece of paper. This is pretty paper. Yeah, I guess what you'd have to do though, see if I use this paper right there and it's got all the text going one direction. That wouldn't work because then one page it would be right and one page it would be upside down. So let's see. But then you want to use something that would be light enough that you can write on if you wanted to write on it. But I'm going to put pockets in mine. I want to put just little pockets in there with little tags. That's what I want to do with that. So let's see what I have here. Let me see what we have. This is a pretty general kind of a paper pad, but it's got some really nice paper in it. Let me see. I think I might go back and this one. I want to use this one because this will be nice for this will be nice if I put a like a vintage kind of cover on it, like a vintage kind of cover. Now this we're going to do the very same way, but now I have a 12 by 12. So, and you can use any size of paper to build this. But the first one I used 8.5 by 11, which is your normal size paper. And then this one is 12 by 12. And a lot of us have a lot of 12 by 12s because most of us started our paper crafting with the 12 by 12 scrapbooking thing. And so we have all of our 12 by 12 paper pads around. And those are nice. Okay, so you first fold it in half. Okay, then take the 1/2 and fold it back to where you're folding it in half. So actually the 12 by 12 is now getting folded into quarters. But see, you're folding that 1/2 in half. That's half and half. You know, half and half, like you put in your milk, in your tea, in your house, in your coffee. There we go, see? Now I want to fold this half in half again. Okay, and this is where you want to try and get it, get your folds even so that your pages will be even. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Dawn Boss Grubba, the brass pear. Some people have long names. Somebody should just name themselves Ralph. Just make short and sweet. Oh, Laney Javita. We had a friend, his name was Jelaine, and we called him Laney all the time. I miss him. He's an angel now. Yes. Forever Purple Creation. See, I could use that name because I do love purple. I think purple is the color to go with. Now, okay, so now I've got that 12 by 12 paper folded in half, and then in quarters. See, so I've got 3 folds down. Looks like I earned a crease in a pair of trousers. Now I'm going to take it the opposite direction. And I'm going to do the same folds. I'm going to fold it in half. And let's see, does that look straight? Oh, looks good. Okay. And then I'm going to fold it and flip it backwards there and fold it in half. Okay, and just make sure it's lined up and then fold. Now, see, I did try and do this on the scoreboard, but it seems like, I don't know if my scoreboard is on steroids or something. I don't know. It just doesn't cut. It just doesn't want to fold right. So I just do the eyeball folding, and that works a whole lot better for me. Okay, and so I just get that. Just get that and fold that. Okay, I'll call Vicky. I'll call her Ralph. There you go. Ralph's a good name. Are you going to change your name, Don Boscover, the bird bat? My tongue gets wrapped around my teeth and I can't see what I'm saying. Yes, the cereal boxes, when you empty any kind of a box, really, that you can just cut the front and the back off, and you've got 2 big pieces of mixed media, the substrate for any kind of a mixed media, and it's perfect. Or a back for like for your book covers and that kind of thing. Yes. And there's Regina. Love your videos. You're a wonderful and beautiful lady. Oh, she might be talking to somebody else. I'm purple. One book for every state with a state. Oh, yeah. A sticker book would be fun. Also a long-term project. One book for every state with state facts like the capital, year it joined, the union, state motto, etc. That's true, Bootsy. And that's sort of what I'm doing with my postcard book, my Around the World, because I have it. When I first thought of it, I thought of the states, but then, my goodness, but we have um, I have got now so many postcards from all over the world that my book is just heartwarming. It's just amazing, the postcards I have. But yes, that's what I want to do, Bootsy, is do. I would like to get a flag. And so I'm going to go online and I bet I can just print out a page of, of flags for probably every state and probably every country. And then I can get that flag on each page and as much information as I can get, the state bird, the state motto, the state song. There's so many state everythings, that would be fun to do. That I just love. And Grin and Ferret is sending me 3 books. I mean, 3 postcards. Oh my goodness. Yes, poor Papa does. He is the mail fetcher. He fetches the mail for me every day. And he brings in my mail, and some days I get too much mail because I get a lot of happy mail. Now y'all don't think you have to send me happy mail because like I got a lot of stuff already, and so but I've been sending out some happy mail now, trying to get rid of some of this stuff. I mean, not get rid of, that sounds like I'm trying to get rid of stuff, but share the wealth is what I'm doing. But Papa doesn't mind going to the mailbox. He's Papa doesn't mind going to the mailbox. He likes to be the he calls himself the pack mule. Okay, so now when I turn this over, I can see my lines better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this first one. I'm going along the fold line, and I'm going right straight up. And I'm only going to go up to that last folded intersection. See there? Now the second fold, that one fold cuts from the other side. And I'm going to stay right on that fold. And I'm going to cut up all the way to that last intersection and stop there and turn it back around. And I will fold this way. And I'm going to cut on that last folded line. And I'm going to cut it up until that last intersection. And I did not cut that straight, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. So you can see on this side, I cut up. This one, I cut up to the intersection. The center fold, I cut down. And boy, did I cut that crooked. But that's okay. That's okay. Now, I'm going to put the colored side facing me. Okay. So facing up. So I'm going to first start down here at the left bottom corner. And I'm going to fold that piece up. Now see, each one of these are 3-inch squares. So this book is going to be just that little bit larger. Because we got the 3-inch squares. Chicken fried steak. It is comfort food. I love that chicken fried steak, Grin and Ferret. That's usually what, well, my husband always gets chicken fried steak when we go to the Cracker Barrel. Yum, yum, yum. That is so good. But when we go to Cracker Barrel, I get meatloaf. Oh, Oklahoma's state food dish is chicken fried steak. See, I didn't even know. Oh, I do know that Florida has a state pie, which is key lime pie, which I don't like it. Hershey, Pennsylvania. I don't think I have one, Lainey. I don't think I have one from Hershey, Pennsylvania, but sure, I sure would like one. Yes, Grin and Ferret, you did say I got an envelope full of cut out birdies. Yes, I did get them. In fact, they're on this table somewhere. When I opened that and I seen all them birds, I just was so excited. And I guess I didn't mention it on one of my videos. I should have. But yes, that was you, Grin and Ferret. So, but see, now I got to find them now. They are on this here table somewhere. But yes, thank you for all of those little birds because I don't have that punch and I love birds. New Mexico. Nope, I do not have New Mexico yet. I do not have New Mexico yet. I still need to get that one. Okay, you know, this is where I cut it so crooked. I'm going to trim this just a wee bit, or else it'll make me nervous. I don't want to get nervous. Okay, so here I'm starting at the bottom left corner, and I'm folding up, and then under, and then over. Then I just went over, so now as I go to this next one, I'm going under, over, under, over. Then, see, you're folding on this side now. Under, over, under, over. Under, over, under, over. And there the whole thing is folded into a 3-inch by 3-inch square. And those are your pages. And see, I can see right here where I have to trim this one little page here a little bit because I kind of got it crooked. I kind of got it a bit crooked. That's the only punch you have, Grin and Ferret, is your bird punch? Well, it's a good one. It is a very good one. I have a few punches that I use all the time. What I like really is the edge punches, that end cut punches the edge of your pages. And then when you put your pages in a journal, they look so, so pretty. Okay, I will be happy to have cards, a postcard from Hershey, Pennsylvania. I'll be darned. Send a little bit of chocolate along with that. No, just kidding about the chocolate. I can't eat chocolate. Okay, and then, oh yes, the thrift stores. I am addicted to thrift stores. I'm telling you. Yep. Okay, now. Oh, are you making one, Nana's Place? Oh, Jimmy, Jennifer. Okay, now see here we go, and you see the pages. Okay, so now I'm going to go and I'm going to glue these pages together to make them sturdy. So, and like I said, this first flap isn't going to be glued to anything because this first flap is going to glue to the cover. Okay, so then this will be the first page, and you can see where that needs to be glued. So I'll get my glue stick, and I'm going to glue that page together like that. So that's page number 1. Okay, and then you see the next one. Now that's going to have to be glued, but see, it folds a different way. So we're going to make sure you get that fold right. So, I mean, it glued on the right fold, on the right place. And so that's why I keep the folded pages together as I go. And then I go one at a time. And then when I get to the next one, I can see where it needs to be glued. I know it needs to be glued right here to hold those two together. So I'm going to go in here with the glue. my glue stick. I really like this Elmer's Extreme glue stick. That is awesome. And see, now the kids are out of school, so real soon they will start selling at the the Walmart and stuff. They will start selling the school supplies. And this is my last pack of Elmer's Extreme, but they'll start selling them school supplies at an affordable price. And boy, I'm going to stock up on that stuff. Okay, now. Okay, now I glued that page, so that one's sturdy. Now I can see the next one. It opens this way, so I'm going to just quickly get that one turned, and I'm going to glue. Get that one right. Okay, then we'll start opening. I just keep, and I just so I stay right, because I'm hard. It's hard for me sometimes. So there we go. Now here's the next page that I need to glue, and it's going to have to glue together right here. All right, and then we'll fold that over there. Back into the fold, and then fold those pages. See what you got folded. See what you have glued. Okay, there I have that glued, and this glued. That one's glued, and this one's not glued. And I see it opens this way. So I'm just going to go ahead and open that one spot. I won't unfold it any more than that, because if I unfold it any more than that, I'll make a mistake. So then I go here and then turn that page. Then we have only one more page, and it's this one. So that is going to have to be glued right here. So then I will go with my glue stick, and I'll get that glued right there. Now I have my pages. I got my two flaps that are going to glue to the covers, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kind of an odd number, but that is how many pages are on there. Double-sided. I mean, you count both sides, you got 14 pages. If you count here, 16. If you want to count the end flaps that are going to glue to the covers. Okay, so now I'm going to see. I'm going to use, now here I've got chipboard, but you can use, now if you've got any kind of cardboard, I save all kinds of cardboard. This here is cardboard. I tore apart, Care brought me this unicorn. It's a music box with a unicorn and the 2 little fairies with it. And on the box, I put the unicorn over on my little, I've got a little unicorn display where all my unicorns are. And so I put the unicorn there. But on the box, I got 4 images of that very same unicorn. The very same unicorn. I have 4 images that I can use those images in other art projects. So I'm cutting this one out. I'm just going to fussy cut it all the way around. I'm going to cut all of them, fussy cut them all the way around. But I love this. It is so beautiful. And it sings the song, gosh, did I cut that piece off that tells me the name of the song? Yes, I cut it off. What is the name of the song? Wait a minute. Here, let me dig in the trash. Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. How in the world could I forget that? Put that back in the trash. Okay, that's the rest of the box that can go in trash. But I'm saving the images. And so, but anything, a cardboard box, save it. Like this is very heavy cardboard that this one's made out of. But I can't use that one. I have to use this. And so I'm going to cut that just a hair bigger. I want it a little bit bigger than the 3 by 3. So I'm going to make it like 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So let me just mark that here. 3 1/4 by 3 and then here 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So then I can get my handy dandy ruler that I didn't lose. It was just right there. And I will draw a line. And then I'll draw another line. There we go. Now, 89 viewers. Whoa, I am more popular than the Pope. Just kidding about that. I just sometimes say the weirdest stuff. I don't even know where it comes from sometimes. It just comes out of my mouth. I have no filter. Kara was saying about her family, they're kind of unfiltered too. They just have a good time. And yeah, you shouldn't have a filter. Just say whatever. If people don't like what they hear, they can unhear it or wash their ears out or something. I don't. Okay, so now there's my 3 by 3 square. That one's not big enough for another 3 by 3 square. So I need to find another piece of, oh, here's me some. Here's me some right here. Right here. And so I'll just trace this one with my pencil. And like this. And then cut it out. I like these big old honking Tim Holtz scissors. They were a little bit pricey, but I used my coupon on them. They were still pricey even with the coupon, but I love them. I'm glad to have them. They're nice. They're nice scissors, and they cut nicely and nice and straight. Not that I got this cut nice and straight, but hey, it's okay. Now, let me see. Let me look at, let me see if there's something I want to use in here for a cover. You know, maybe I do. It says, come away with me. This is the, what do you call it? Tim Holtz. No, not Tim Holtz. Graphic 45. I think I like that one. Come away with me. Come away with me, Lucille. In a merry Oldsmobile. And then this one will be on the back. I'll put that on the front and that on the back. Okay. In our merry Oldsmobile. Now we're going to cut. Might as well cut them both at the same time. You know what? I want that image right there with that car. No, you know what? I'm going to be covering that up anyway. Because I want, well, maybe I won't. The world is a book, and those who do not travel read only one page. Okay, no, I plan to put something on the front, so it doesn't matter if I get that image or not. I might save that image for a pocket inside, the image of the, oh, that's right, I got more paper. Okay. So there is my, throw them scraps over there in the scrap pile over there on the soon-to-be avalanche. Ooh, and I have to cut a little piece. I have to be sure and have my little, this piece. Oh, we can't miss that piece. On my binding. Remember I said that? Okay, so I need to cut it right about thusly. A 3-inch piece. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's good. Oh, why is my phone black? Come on. Come on, phone. Oh, there I are. Oh, oh. I gotta chat. I gotta, oh my gosh. Now, Dida, you should not have done that. Thank you, though. Dida sent me she gave me a tip, and it's a big tip. Holy moly macaroni. Dida, I just love you. Not for your money either. It's just like, you, I have got some of, I have got some of the most giving, most heartwarming, the most wonderful, the most awesome, the most everything subbies and friends. I don't even want to call you subbies. I want to call you friends, because you guys are my friends. And you're my family. You all are more than even friends. You're family. And I love it. I love calling you all my family. Now I'm going to put, oh my gosh, my heart is just beating. Thank you so much, my dear, dear Di Di. Okay, okay, now I got my wiggles. Now I'm wiggling. I got the goosebumps. Got the goosebumps. Okay, now I'm put this on my spine of my book, of the pages. Okay, there, now. Now, so I got my spine on the pages. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to, Di Di, I just love you. I swear, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh my word. Okay, so now, you know, why am I using that glue? Because I use this glue on my this. There we go. Now I'm going to just put that right in the center of that piece of cardstock that I cut, or it's not cardstock, but the designer paper. Where's my other one? Is this it? Why do I want to throw it over there? Why do I want to do that? Okay, now. Sammy, are you sleeping? My little doggy's down there sleeping. Sammy, she can't hear anymore. She's deaf. But you know what? My dog's 18 years, no, 17 years old. 17 and a half, because January, it's now June. She's 17 years old. So she might not really be deaf. She might just got smart enough to figure out she could have that selective hearing. Yeah, a lot of elderly folks do that. Sometimes I do that. I just pretend I can't hear. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Oh, you said you wanted something to eat. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. So that's called selective hearing, you know. And you're allowed to get that when you get my age, because you blame everything on senility. Everything, and people's got to accept it. Okay, now I'm going to glue these sides down and get them a little folded first. Because this is a little heavier, this paper, than what the covers I made on the first little one. Now this is the big one. The big one. But now on this one, I am using this art glitter glue, because I like to get that little strip right there on the fold. So I use that art glitter glue on there. Gosh, every time I look over here on my telephone, I see that. Oh, I hate having diabetes. It gave me neuropathy. Hope you can make that one out. Yes, I do have the diabetes too, and I have the neuropathy, and it is horrible. It just, and some days it's worse than others. Some days, no complaints, you know, but it feels like I'm walking on rocks all the time, and on gravel, and like that. It's just odd. It's odd feeling, but now it's going up my legs. And so I have this odd feeling all the time. I can't say it's real painful because it's not like real painful. It's just odd feeling. I mean, it's not so much that I need to have a pain pill. They gave me some kind of medication at first for it, but the medication had so many side effects. I said, well, I'd rather, since the pain is livable, I'd rather not have the pain. I have medicine already I take for the gout because I got the gout, which is so weird because I always thought gout was for like really old men who drink a lot of brandy. For some old rich men who drink a lot of brandy is what I thought about the gout. And when they told me I had the gout, um, I said that couldn't be. I don't eat a lot of um, high protein. I don't drink, and I'm not an old fat man, so why would I have the gout? And so, but yeah, they medicate me for the mouth. I got some medicine, so it's not so bad, but and then you get flares with it. It's not like it hurts all the time, but so and then I got and then I have this poor circulation in my lower extremities, in my legs and my feet. I got this bad circulation, so I cannot even feel my toes. And so I've got, my feet, my I'm going to pot from the bottom up. It's crazy as ever. But what's bad about that circulation problem is it makes your legs, my legs are so ugly. I mean, not ugly. I mean, they shaped pretty good. They're shaped okay, but they're all brown and blotchy and could never get me a job as a pole dancer. Never. No, these legs. But anyhow, so I usually wear those compression stockings, and I have them in the natural color. So when I'm wearing them, it looks like I got real sexy legs. It's all right. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, so now this is my front cover. This is my back cover. And I need to get a drink of this here drink because I run my mouth so much. Hmm But anyway, yeah. So now I'm going to now glue and make sure I got that right. Now I'm going to glue my pages into my book. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the glue on the flap of the book, not on the cover. I'm going to put it on the flap of the book because see, it's a little smaller than actually the cover is. So I'm putting the glue here on this flap. And then I'm going to go right over here and lay it on. Make sure that the spine of the actual pages is lined up with the edge of the book cover. Then I got a little extra around these three sides, but it's lined up here. So now I'm going to put the glue on the back flap of this. And again, I could have been using my glue stick, but I used this instead because that's what was right there by my hand. Now, and I'm going to so I made my back cover a little bit different. It's got like a paisley print on there. See there? And then I got that one lined up. And they're really simple to make. Now, see, if I wasn't sitting here running my mouth like an old steam engine, I could have even got it done quicker than this. But see here now, look. Isn't that pretty? Now, see, it's got the brown on the cover and then the pages, how they are. Now, I can make like pockets You know what I think and I don't have one in here though. I was talking about the edge punches where you can punch a fancy edge. Now, when I put a pocket in here, that fancy edge would be pretty right on there. Hang on just a minute. I'm gonna go get one of them. It'll just take me a minute. Maybe not even a whole minute. Ooh. Okay, forget I said anything. Can't find it. Just forget I said anything because can't find the edge punch. It growed like and walked away. But now see, I can just cut this to 3 inches, the little pocket. And you know what, I'm just going to fold it down, make a little cuff on there on this pocket, just so it has a little something. And it takes all my air just to go out there and look for something I can't find. See, now I'm thinking I put all the edge punches in a special place, but I can't think of where that special place might have been. Oh, you know what I can do? I have some washi tape. Oh, this is fun. Oh, I got some neat washi tape in here. See this? This is cool. This one's got telephones on it. So I could put, I like them old telephones. I can put them on there and make like a little edge on that pocket. There we go. I needed something. I just felt like I needed something. There we go. And see, you can put a little edge, a little pocket on that first page. See there? How we can just get that there like this. And see how nice the book just opens flat. It just opens so nicely. And so then we can have, let's see, are these, oh, look at this. This is like awesome goodness right here. like a little tag. There, and it can go right in there. I don't want to put it in there right now because that glue might still be a little wet, and I want to make sure it dries first. I don't want to really cover this front up so much. I might put a little something on this front, but not much because I don't want to cover that up too much. This could even make a, oh, one of these could make a pocket. Kind of a deep pocket, but that's okay. Let me see. I want to trim that just the slightest bit narrower so it won't be, but see, that's neat. That's a Tim Holtz, if you ask me. That was sent to me in some Happy Mail recently. And so there I would put I would glue just the three sides. Now, and that makes a nice little pocket. And put that one right here. Right there. And then I have this grand, I think these are all stickers in here. These are like really awesome stickers, and then with numbers. Are these stickers? Yeah, they are all stickers. Oh, there's the butterflies and moths. Those are all kind of big though. These are cool stickers. Oh, look at my telephone went black again. Why does it want to keep doing that to me? My word. Tracy, if we went to see Elizabeth, we could also see Kid. We could just to make everybody meet in the middle of Florida. My goodness. Why are you worried? Wait a minute. Wait. Little Red Dragon, why are you worried for Lizzie now? I hope I didn't say anything that makes you worry about me. Don't worry about me. I am strong like bull. I can take care of myself. I could, if I got me on a wrestling match, I'd be the winner. My daughter-in-law had, Grace, how is my daughter-in-law, you was asked? She called me just a little while ago, and she had her biopsy today, but she will not have the result till maybe tomorrow. But she may have to wait till Monday before they actually have the biopsy results. And she's tough, boy. She said, I'm going to work tomorrow. She's just gonna live life to the fullest and not worried until she has something to worry about. So she's still in a lot of pain. Yeah, bless her heart, but she won't know. She won't know till tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow she'll know something, because that waiting for test results is always so hard, especially when it might be the C word, you know. We're hoping not, though. Bless her heart. I just love her so much, and I wish I could be there with her when she's going through all of this, but I'm not. I'm not there with her. And so, but she's got her sister up there, and her sister is kind of helping her out. Her sister's doing the worrying for her, and so that way Bambi doesn't have to do any worrying. Okay. She's, for those of you who don't know, my daughter-in-law, is kind of worried about breast cancer. She's got 2 masses. They did some testing and found the masses in her breast, and so today was the biopsy. So she's 45 years old. She does not need anything like that. Well, nobody does, but she's staying real positive. Bless her heart. See, now this will make a nice little pocket right there with that picture of that car right there. That old-fashioned car. This will be a really cute. Now, if I go along each right-hand page with a pocket and then each left-hand page for journaling, or maybe I can put a small stamp or something like in the corner, but have tags to go in the pockets. Yeah, I think all of that is just fine and fancy. Oh, here's an extra piece that comes from the back cover. And there I sure do have it cut crooked, so I can just straighten that cut up so it's not crooked. That's old Tracy. She's done hog-tied Larry's thingy. My legs. Don't worry about my legs, honey. My legs is good. You know, I'm 68 years old, so we have to I've had what they've done. Yes, I have had my legs scanned. They did a circulation test where they put all these blood pressure cuffs all the way down your legs and then on your toes, and they check there to see how your circulation is doing, and they did because I've had blood clots. I've had bilateral pulmonary blood clots, and so that's why I have to take my 7 o'clock medicine every day. That's for keeping my blood thin so I won't have blood clots. But I find myself, I'm very blessed, you know. I call myself very blessed. My mother passed away with pulmonary blood embolisms in her lungs at age 61. And both of her parents passed away at 59 and 60. Both of my grandparents, both of them with pulmonary embolisms. And it was funny because when I was about to turn 62, I had a lot of pain in my right leg. I just knew this is it. I'm going to just stay in the footsteps of my grandparents and my mom. And because there I was, 62. That was how old my mom was. And so I told my doctor, I said, I am really, really concerned. And I, reminded him of my family history. And he says, no, I don't think you have anything to worry about. And he said, but to make you feel better, I'm going to send you for this test on your legs. And that will show us if there is any worry of any blood clots forming in your legs. So I went, he sent me, and I went that afternoon for this test because I was concerned. And so they did the test, and even the person that did the test said there's no sign of any blood clots, so you're good. And she said, but your doctor will let you know. He'll give you a call and he'll let you know. And so he did. He called and he says, your test is fine. There is no sign in your legs of any kind of blood clots. And so I said, well, thank goodness for that. And My doctor was so funny. He when I was at the office, he pulled his cell phone out of his pocket, and he like dialed on his cell phone, and he says on the cell phone, he says, "Hello, is this St. Peter?" And he goes, "Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm just calling you to see if Elizabeth Brewer is on your list." "Oh, she's not on your list?" "Oh, okay. I'll let her know she's not on your list. And by the way, tell your dad I said hello." And that is what my doctor did. And he just tickled the snot out of me. I'm telling you, when he called St. Peter and I wasn't on the list. But anyway, I was 62 years old, and okay, my test showed that there was no blood clots. Well, the next day, I was sick. I was sick. I could hardly breathe. My breathing was so bad. My daughter says, "Come on, we're going to the ER. There's something not right." Oh, I was running fever too. She goes, "We are going to the ER." And so we went, and sure enough, I had bilateral pulmonary embolisms. So I spent 9 days in the hospital where they were thinning my blood and dissolving these blood clots. And what had happened was, he said, it must have been when they did the test that the blood clots had already went past my legs and was to my en route to my lungs. And so, but if I had waited any longer, then it would have been curtains for me. I would have bought the farm. But my daughter got me to the hospital, and they did, and then since then I've been on this Coumadin blood thinner, and a rat poison. You know, that's the same thing. That's rat poison. So but yeah, and here now I am 68 years old. So I could have been gone at 62, just like my mom. But no, my mom and my dad both. They were like, they did not have any belief in doctors. They said they were quacks. And you know what's weird about that? My mom was a nurse, and she says doctors are quacks. I'm not going to. And so she wouldn't go to the doctor. And in fact, when she did pass, well, she passed away at work. She was at work, and she passed away at work. Well, when they called me from her work, they said, "Your mom has had some kind of a spell, and we've called 911, and you need to go out and meet her at the hospital." And so by the time I got there, well, she was gone already. But the doctor asked me, "How long has she been wearing these compression hose?" And I said, "I did not know she was wearing them." And so she must have knew there was trouble with her legs, but she didn't say anything, and she didn't go to a doctor. So I feel like I have been granted these years past 62 because it is so prevalent in my family to have these issues. So and I feel good. I do not feel sick. I've got this one thing that keeps me out of the sun, so I stay a lot in my home. But it's not like I'm gonna croak tomorrow. I'm good. Yeah, Coumadin. Yep. It's the terrible time. The terrible thing about the Coumadin, though, is that you've got to go so often for blood work. I go at least once a month, and if it's the least bit off, then they say, okay, change. And because I take 3 milligrams one day, 4 another day, and then 3 another day, and then for 2 days I take 4, and then it's like a weird. The milligrams keep changing because it's so touchy. And so then if I go get my blood work, which I got to go tomorrow, and then if it's a little off, they'll call me and say, okay, I need you to skip today and then start again tomorrow. It's just always the same. And then they'll say, and go in 4 days and have your blood work done again. And so I'm constantly being stuck with a pin, I'm telling you. But it's keeping me alive, and I'm happy for that. They have to do what they have to do, and I'm just going to go right along with the game. It's fine with me. So, but yeah, it's just a pain. But see, like my husband, he's bribed me because I always say, "Oh, let's not go get the blood work today. Let's go tomorrow." And he said every time I go get my blood work done, um, he takes me to the thrift shop afterward. Yep. Yes, my vitamin K. I cannot do the vitamin K. Now so that's all the real good greens. Real good greens are all vitamin K laden. So if I do have a salad, which I can only have one once in a while, I can only eat it with the like the iceberg lettuce, real light. That's because that's got the least bit of vitamin K. So yeah, it is it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. It is. And so, but I've been on it now for since I was 62, and I'm kind of used to it now, so it's all good. It's all good in the hood. But and then with the sarcoidosis, because then I have the I really don't like to talk about my health. I don't know why I'm running my mouth. But with the sarcoidosis, I have to watch vitamin D because the sarcoidosis, it makes its own vitamin D. So, and too much vitamin D can be toxic. And so then I have to watch the vitamin D. And so that means stay out of the sun. And boy, I can tell when I get too much vitamin D. I'm looking at these tapes. Let's see. The vitamin D zaps me terrible. It just throws me for a loop. And so I pretty much live in the dark. So that's okay too. My family is going to Busch Gardens on Saturday, and which I'm not going with them, but because I can't be out in the sun like that. But and so then they feel bad because I'm not going to go with them. And they said, well, why don't you come and you just kind of sit in the shade? No, sweetheart. You guys go and you have a good time, and I will have a good time having the whole house to myself and quiet and well, whatever. So, but I can go with that, because I have to watch the vitamin D. And where do you get vitamin D? The sun. Where do I live? In Florida. What's Florida? The Sunshine State. It's all good, though. It's all good. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. I just stay. I don't mind staying at home. And if I get feeling really lethargic and stuff, I go to my bedroom, which is dark. I got dark curtains, windows stay closed, and that kind of thing. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. So, no sense in worrying if you don't have anything to worry about. I feel like I was given a gift by living this long. I plan to live to about 98. I think 98 is a good age. I think I'll go ahead and live to 98. Homemade chocolate chip cookies. Timmy's doing good, Grace. Thanks for asking. He's doing good, although they did move him to another house, they said, which is, I guess, like a different wing of the prison, because somebody beat him up. And they beat him up because he sat in their place on a bench. And he sat on their bench. And the person that beat him up said that they were saving that spot with the TV guide, which Jimmy says, I moved the TV guide and I sat there. I did not know it was saving a spot for somebody else. So they beat him up. And so Timmy got moved, they said for his own safety. And so he's not happy that they moved him because now he's got to get to know all new other inmates and stuff. And so, yeah, he'll be okay though. He'll be okay. Bless his little heart. It's rough when you got a loved one in prison. If he was a criminal, but he's not a criminal, darn it. There was no victim. He was the only one. I mean, it's because he had a gun. He was threatening his own life. So that's what he's being charged with, is possession of a firearm. 4 years in the slammer. Bless his heart. So, but he's okay. He calls me every day. Very rarely does he miss a day. Because all I have to do is like put money on a calling card for him. And it costs like 7 cents a minute. So if I put $25 on the calling card, he can call me for a long time before we run out of money. And then I fill it up again. He can call me every day because I want him to know he can call me, you know. Because, you know, if you're locked up in a gray bar hotel, you don't get much. Now, see? This is looking good. Now, I put a pocket on each of the right-hand pages. Those are up. Do you see a pocket on this page? No, I missed that one. How come? Because it's running my mouth. Running my mouth, not thinking about what I was supposed to be doing. So, somebody's sending me a message. Oh, let's see. Come away with me, Lucille, in my merry old field. Okay, now let's see. If I make this, let me just kind of, maybe just make a little shape, since I don't have my, whatchamacallit. I'll just make a little shape for that pocket. There we go. That's fine. That's a fine shape. And I could put a sticker on it to make it a little bit even more fanciful. Fancy schmancy. Fancy schmancy. That's what we're looking for. Fancy schmancy. Yeah. So if you see spells that I'm not making videos, or if I ever miss a Thursday, pretty much think I'm just in bed. Just because I'm just, yeah, just in bed. Nothing bad, just in bed. Now let's see. Now I gotta look through these. Look through these again and see. I love them letters. Letters are good. Numbers are good. I love the numbers too. Maybe I'll just take and put a 302. That's a good number. That's a good number. Put that on there. On here I should have something. What should I put on there? Oh, I think one of these moths. Martha. Come here, Martha. You're going in the book. Oops. I broke part of your little whisker off. So I'm going to break the other one off so they match. There we go. Hey, easy enough. Easy peasy. Now there's a moth on there. Moth is on there. There's a sticker on there. And I got telephones on there. Well, I could put another. I got another moth. Got to have little ones in here because this is a little book. All of them have the same name. Moth. Ooh, I dropped my book in the floor. Oh, I'm reaching. Dang it. I need an extension put on my arm. Okay. There. Now, where were we at? Oh, here. We were going to go right here with Martha. Martha right there. 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 This one I'm not going to put anything on because it's got the Oldsmobile on there. I don't know if it's an Oldsmobile, but it might be. I've had that song stuck in my head for like days. Come away with me, Lucille, in my merry Oldsmobile. Um, hmm. Now, how's everything going? Note spinner, you got your neck brace and sling off today? What in the world were you doing with a neck brace on? And Sue, you miss eating salads. Do you take Coumadin as well? Huh. Yes, I want cookies too. Hmm. On page journal or all pages from one large page. If you're talking about this little page, this little book, all the pages are off one page. Yeah, she got a uh, she got to get out of jail free pass. Yes, and Jane has to take vitamin D. And oh, because you don't go in the sun. See, that's why you have to take vitamin D because you don't get enough. Because you don't really get it in very many foods. They add it to milk and some dairy products or cheese maybe, but if you don't get out there in that sun and soak up that vitamin D, yes, your vitamin D level will go down. Wow. You don't have enough in Tasmania, you don't get much sun, Grace? My goodness. Hmm. 97 watching. Hmm. My goodness, that's what Crafty Kitty said. I'm kind of behind in the yes, of course I want cookies too. Yes, I'm drooling. I'm reading these late late posts here. When I got out of my sling, it felt my arm was floating. I imagine so. Lisa was eating sunflower seeds and they were just fine till people started talking about cookies. Thank you, Grace. I appreciate every one of your prayers. Yes, I do. Oh, and it says 102 is watching, Joanna? My goodness. Vicky's husband, born and bred in Sprayton outside Davenport, northwest coast, gone back to 100. Some people don't stay, some people do. Wow. That is pretty bad for first events, Gail. But he's in New York, and apparently the gun laws in New York are very, very, very strict. And so that's basically all that that's all that was on the report was that he was in possession of a gun. And actually, when the policeman got to his house, he wasn't in possession of the gun. The gun was in a bathroom. And they asked him, "Did you have that gun in your hands?" And he said, "Yes." And they said, "What were you going to do with it?" He said, "I was going to shoot myself." And that was all they needed. That's all they needed to arrest him. And then when they went to arrest him, he told him, "You don't need to arrest me. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I didn't hurt myself, and there's not even any bullets in this house for the gun." And when he said that, then they said, "Okay, you're being charged also with resisting arrest. Well, they dropped that charge. And so, but yeah, they took him in, and it was on Father's Day. And for those of you who don't know, a lot of you already know, but Timmy had just shortly before that had lost, him and his girlfriend were pregnant, and they lost their baby. And the baby was stillborn. The baby was far enough along that I mean, it was a very sad thing because the baby they had found in a sonogram that there was a tumor on the baby's spine. And so right then they suggested to Timmy and his girlfriend that they abort the child, abort the pregnancy. Well, they did not want to do that. They wanted to first get a second opinion, which they did. They were living in Syracuse. They went to get the second opinion in Philadelphia. Pennsylvania was the only place there was a doctor that um, specialized in this problem with this tumor growing at the base of the spine. And I forget what exactly it was called. But when they got to Philadelphia, that doctor checked her, and they said for them to quickly go back to Syracuse and go back to your doctor. This baby is not going to survive. And the tumor had already burst. And so they did. They went back to Syracuse, and what they had to do then was, knowing that the baby wasn't going to survive, there was no chance of the baby surviving. They the medical staff gave them three choices. They said the one choice is to let this pregnancy go on until the baby dies naturally, or we can do a C-section right now, but there is still no way that the baby will survive. Or you can do an injection into the baby that would stop the heartbeat. But then they told them about all the side effects or the things that could happen if they did either one of those things. If they would have done the C-section, there's something called a mirror effect, that if they did the C-section, there would have been because she was already like 7.5 months pregnant, something like that. And if they did that, then that mirror effect would cause the same problem that was in the baby to go to the mother. And there would have been a lot of problems there. If they allowed the baby to stay in the womb till until she died naturally, there was no telling how long that would happen. And then there's still, because this tumor had burst, then that poison that was in that tumor would go through the mother. So after thinking long and hard, they had 24 hours to think and make a decision. Then Timmy was the one that signed the paper to go ahead and have the injection that would stop the baby's heartbeat. Then they sent them home with the baby still within. They sent them home for 4 days so that they could make the funeral arrangements, get in contact, with the funeral home and make funeral arrangements. So there would be somebody that would be on board to come and collect the baby after she was born. And also these 4 days or 5 days, that tumor would actually shrink some. And so then the birthing process would not be as hard. So she went back then. They were a whole weekend at home and stuff. And they went back and they induced labor. And then the baby was born, stillborn. And so, but Timmy signed the paper. And so he feels like Did he do the right thing? He still feels like that. Did I do the right thing by signing that paper to stop my baby's heartbeat? And he was arrested on Father's Day. Father's Day, they were having a barbecue at the apartment complex where they lived. They were having a Father's Day barbecue, and Timmy was there. He had drank already a couple beers, which made him, I don't know, you know what it does. And he just felt like he shouldn't be there. He shouldn't be anywhere. If his baby can't be there, then he shouldn't either. And so he told people, I've got a gun. I can go take care of this. So I don't have to be here. I can be where my baby is. And a father should be. And that was his attitude. And so then there was screaming in their apartment with him and his girlfriend. They were yelling back and forth or whatever. And that's when the neighbors called the police because they heard them talking about a gun. And so the police got there and they took him in. They took him and they arrested him, and he has been in prison since, in jail. Well, he was in jail first until after the hearing, because they had to have like a court hearing or something. But he finally took a plea bargain, which was 4 years. They said if you just don't fight it, you'll get 4 years. If you try to fight it like with a jury, then you will most likely get up to 15 years for possession of a firearm. So yeah, so he's got 4 years and 4 years in prison. And I feel like he's not a criminal. I don't think he's a criminal. There was no victim. And now he'll be 26 years old before he gets out of there. And so one good thing, it is good. He's having classes. There's a lot of classes. There's anger management classes he's taking, and then a lot of other classes that are like, oh, what do you call them? Like when you learn a trade, he's doing classes like that too. So that's very good. So, and like I say, I'd rather see him in prison than 6 foot under, because that could have been where he was at, you know, and so that's an update on my Timmy, but I've updated you on him before, and he's still doing well, and he will be fine. He's Father's Day next week, it'll be a year already, and so then he'll have 3 more years still to go. And so, but God bless him. I sometimes just don't even I just don't even know what to think. You know, your children mean the world to you. Your children do. But something about the grandchildren. Once you have the grandchildren, they are even more, in some way, they are even more. I don't know what the word would be, but it's hard. It really is hard to think about a grandchild, your grandchild be locked up in prison. And it's so, I've sent him packages, you know, I've sent him packages, and so many of the things that I have sent him, they won't even let him have. Like the last package I sent, there was granola bars, there was trail mix, there was, you know, little snacks for him, and some like paper and colored pencils. I sent him a cup, and a lot of the stuff they sent back. He couldn't have the trail mix because there was raisins in it, and they're not allowed to have raisins because apparently some inmates make bombs out of raisins. I mean, wine out of raisins. And so they're not allowed to have raisins. That they had to get sent back. Same with the granola bars. They had to be sent back. He couldn't have them. And he couldn't have the paints. I sent him some watercolor paints. He couldn't have them because the brush had a metal piece on it, and apparently you could make a weapon out of it. So he couldn't have that. And yeah, it's prison is, they treat you like you're in prison. I know I'm a goofball, but you know, you gotta almost see the humor in things. You almost need to see the humor in things, you know. And like I say, I'd rather he be there than the alternative. So, and since he was so depressed, um, and he's in the mental health facility part of the prison, so he's getting help in that respect as well. So it's probably the best thing. It's probably the best thing. I'm not going to put this ribbon on this particular book because it's kind of wide. I think I'll wait till I can put a narrower ribbon on this one for a, or maybe I'll just make like a belly band. That would be good too if I were just to make like a belly band. No, this wouldn't be long enough because that's only 6 inches. But if I made a belly band to go around this, let me see. I think that would be cool. Like a belly band. We used to put belly bands on our babies. And my oldest baby, I had a belly band on him. But they used to put them over the navel part, you know, over where the umbilical cord was cut, so that to keep it from them crying and causing like a hernia in the navel thing, I guess. But we used to put belly bands on our babies. I'm struggling through these papers to see if I can find maybe something that I want to use to make a little belly band, because I think that would make a better closure than putting a ribbon on it. Ribbons are pretty too, but this is some neat paper in here. I hadn't actually looked at it in a long time. Kind of like that. You know what? Picking papers is like the hardest thing. It's like it's a hard job to pick papers. I love music. These are kind of neat, but that wouldn't show. Let's see. And I gotta look at what's right here. That wouldn't go. Let's see. No, then not pretty birds right there. Oh, pretty paper. I gotta keep this out so I can make sure I use some more of this. All right, I'm gonna I'm just going to take a piece. This will do. And I'm gonna go right over here and I'm gonna cut it on this paper, Raymond. Paper, Raymond, right here, right here. So I cut it this wide, but I'm going to fold it in half because since it's paper, I want it to be a little heavier than just paper. Okay, now that will be pretty. I think having just a belly band, and I'm sorry I got into that spiel, but you know, sometimes I just have to talk about I've talked about my health today, which I don't usually do that. And then my poor little son, and then my poor little daughter-in-law, and then I like happy things, and today wasn't a very, but thanks for listening to me. Thank you. Thank you for not telling me to shut up. My mom made me put belly bands on my kids so they would have innies instead of outie belly buttons. And you know, Laura, my grandson, my little 10-year-old grandson, 9-year-old grandson, he did not wear a belly band. And yes, his belly button, he got that hernia. He got a herniated um, navel. And so, and it popped out. It was like the size of a golf ball, you know. And but it healed up, and now he's almost 10 years old. He's got the cutest innie. He's got a real nice innie. Wretched in bed and breakfast. Yeah, looks like everybody's going to bed. I hope I didn't bore you half out of your gourd. I hope you're only going to bed because you're tired. Oh, there's still 92 viewing according to my cataputer. Okay, I'm just going to do that like that. This makes a little belly band. And then what was that real skinny? One real narrow. Says woohoo, woohoo. I'm going to put that around there too. The real narrow washi tape. That just kind of helps hold it together nicely. And, oh, and it dropped in the floor. It's just going to have to stay in the floor until I feel like bending over and picking it up, which is not going to happen right this very minute. Okay, so then, let me look back in. Oh, you know what I think I want to do? I think what I want to do is clean my area because I can't find stuff. Now, where's my doohickey? Where's my doohickey? Well, I don't see it. It's okay. You know what? That's just fine. That's just fine with me. Okay, I can't find it. I was looking for my little book that has all my little quote things in there. But I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. And it's okay. I'm going to get something else. I'm going to get one of these little thin, these ones. One of these. Will that be wider? Oh, this is a thin one. Provisions and groceries. Let's see. Can I get that one? Because I think this one will fit on here to give it a little bit of a more of the what do you call it? The vintage. I'm into like vintage here. So then that will slide just right over and make the closure. You know what? I might have should have waited till I was done. No, it's got a little bit of wiggle room in there, so. So I just made, so there it is. I just made a little belly band, and I'm still going to put tags inside the pockets, but that won't be bad still. I mean, it'll still fit on there. If it doesn't fit on there, no problem. I'll make another. And so, what time is it getting to be? Let me check. I got to click off of these notifications so I can see my clock. What is this junk? Driver assist? I don't need that. 11:27. I only go to 2 hours. I've done been 2 hours and a half. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? But anyway, this is what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you. Look at all these. You know, yes, 11:27. Yeah, I need to look, Tracy. I need to work on my scavenger hunt book too. I haven't touched it in like a couple of 3, 4 days. So, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna thank you all for let's see, what did we make today? What did I? Oh, that one just come off of there. These are the two I made. I made this one earlier, but my little hearts come off of my unicorn. That unicorn doesn't really show up too good there. I might have to do something else on this one. This was my unicorn book. And then I had one, oh, then I made this one. I like this one. I liked how the cover is on this. But this is the one I got to fix that spine because I forgot to put the little spine thing on there. And so, but these are cute. They're fast. They're so cute. They're really pretty. And I mean, you can stick these in just a padded envelope and send them right on to people. People will love them. They will love them because they're just beautiful, I think. And you know, you just go through the papers that you have, and I'm sure you will find something that will match the personality to the person who you want to gift it to. And yeah, that's it. That's it. That's what I wanted to show you. It's my little mini books. And I love them. I love them almost as much as I love you guys. But I'm gonna read today. Since we've been talking, I guess this time we've been talking. You know how funny we get. Sometimes we get on the weirdest conversations when we get in. When we get into the chats, a lot of times we go kind of weird. We get into talking about different things. But one thing I have learned is so many of the people that do come to the chats or that do crafts, a lot of the people in the crafting community are people who suffer from chronic illnesses or chronic pain. And or maybe I shouldn't use the word suffer because I don't think we suffer that much. I think it's that we have chronic pain, but we learn to live with it. We have chronic illnesses, but we learn to live with them. And we do the best we can for ourselves to keep ourselves moving. And I think our crafts, our arts and our crafts are like such. That's like better than going to the doctor's office. It's better to go to your craft area than going to. I was supposed to go to the doctor today, and I kind of forgot on purpose. I mean, I forgot on purpose. I knew I was supposed to go. They called me yesterday. They reminded me, and I said, "Oh my gosh, I gotta go at 1 o'clock." Well, thank goodness my husband has a bad memory too, so he forgot. And I thought, thank goodness he forgot. So I'm gonna call tomorrow and reschedule. I'm gonna say, "Oh, I forgot my appointment," but see, I didn't have my blood work done anyway, which I should have. And so I'll make my reschedule it, and I'll go do my blood work, and I'll go to the thrift shop. As long as I can go to the thrift shop, it's all good. Okay, so I'm gonna read a page out of "You Are Stronger Than You Know." Words of hope and encouragement for someone living with a chronic illness. So let me just open this. Now, sometimes when I just open my book, I sometimes end up on the same page that I've read previously. But if that happens, then it was just meant to be. So I'm going to read this one that says, "Hold on to the good things in life. Life continues around us, even when our troubles seem to stop time. There is good in life every day. Take a few minutes to distract yourself from your concerns, long enough to draw strength from a tree or find pleasure in a bird's song. Return a smile. Realize that life is a series of levels, cycles of ups and downs, some easy, some challenging. Through it all, we we learn, we grow strong in faith, we mature in understanding. The difficult times are often the best teachers, and there is good to be found in all situations. Reach for the good, be strong, and don't give up. And that was written by Pamela Owens Renfro. And those are very good words for all of us. And thank you. Thank you so much for hanging with me. And it's been 2 hours and a half. And usually I only go for 2 hours. But thank you for listening to me too. Sometimes I just need to share. You know, sometimes if you've got problems and you just keep them to yourself and you never share them, it's like they build inside of you. And so it's good that I have somebody I can talk to and people who will listen. It it it's just yeah, it's a great cure. So I want to just say I love you all so much, and make these little books. They're fun. They're just fun, and they take so little time and so little bit of product. You know, you don't have to have everything, and so I love you, and I ask God to watch over you every step you take and every move you make. And I will see you on the next video. God bless.